What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mykeeey here with another YouTube video. Today, we react to Swishout. We are in the midst of globe and the downfall of OKC. And I don't know what he's talking about, but he's glimpsing that the Spurs exposed it again. Most likely either talking about the refs or something along the lines of OKC or something about the way teams are organized. You feel me? We're going to see. Swishout brings a lot of good sports content, up to date. You feel me? Up to date. And he does retrospective content to like giving up to date history facts, you feel me? Let alone reminiscing on olden facts, olden players that might correlate and things that correlate from the past that we don't notice that be happening today, from back then in NBA to today's modern day NBA type shit. So he's a good media source when it comes to sports content.
But I'll say it again. Everybody.
Don't forget that subscribe button. Don't forget that like and subscribe button.
Is a winner until it's inconvenient for them. Everybody's a winner when they get to do what they want on the floor. Everybody's a winner when it's going good. You know what I'm saying? But when you have to sacrifice for the team, you have to do the right things off the floor to get ready for the games. That's when you find out who the real winners are.
Ever since Golden State's last NBA championship, there seems to be an ongoing theme with every single new champion. We simply overreact to all of their futures, excluding the 2019 Raptors, obviously because their best player left. We did this with the LeBron and AD Lakers, Giannis's Bucks, Golden State when they seem to have the perfect blend of win-now vets and youth for their future, Denver when Jokic took that crown, Boston when they seem to go all in and essentially buy an NBA championship, and now what looks to be OKC. But with them, it was honestly way different.
Listen, I'm not going to go down the path of, the Thunder are set up for long-term success, even though everything points to that.
I think the simple thing is it's amazing to think that the Warriors dynasty ended on injury like this. And a new dynasty might begin with an injury like this that obviously they took advantage of.
And last but not least, Scott, they have the best player in the world. He's giving me Michael Jordan type vibe.
You have
That
to
was talking about SGA, so crazy,
roles. Man. They definitely understand their roles. They got their top dog, they got their number two. Everybody come in, they know their role.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, last year, they were the youngest team since the 70s to actually win an NBA championship. The way they were constructed, they seem to be built to last for years, and they still are. But earlier this year, I didn't really know if anybody was truly built to challenge them, at least right now. They're missing their second best player. It doesn't matter because they have enough interchangeable depth to help keep their heads way above water. Defensively, they seem to be way too disciplined. And if your team can't match their intensity on that side and create your own runs like they do, it's going to be hard to beat them. And oh yeah, they have Shea, a player that with his shot creativity, his shot making ability, and his whistle seems to be unstoppable.
Yeah.
This is everything I thought.
He definitely got a whistle
bad.
She can get the fouls to call whatever the fuck you want.
At the time, San Antonio first beat OKC. They were 24-1 and literally running through the NBA. And since that very moment, it feels like it created this and what we now see in San Antonio. Since San Antonio first beat OKC on that December 13th night, they have the best record, clearly the best player in the league now. They beat teams by the largest margin of anybody, and that used to be what OKC did best. And most importantly, they've now knocked off OKC in 2 tournaments now.
You don't lose to a team 3 times in a row in a short span without them being better than you.
Whether it's the MVP trophy or whatever it might be. I'm just curious if that was in your mind at all, knowing that Shea had got that award and you were in the top 3 for it, and did any part of tonight feel personal? Some of your facial expressions kind of look like you were really, really going for it.
Yeah, for sure. Everything you just said.
But before we proceed, I'm a big so it click the 500 with
Yesterday for the second straight season.
That's what I love about Wemby, bro. He don't sugarcoat it, bro. He'll give it to you just how it is. If it's that, you feel me? He definitely let us know, like, hey, bro, he felt some type of way. We need more players that's not, especially superstar franchise players that know how to play as a team, but also let the media know, like, when they take things personal as a player, because you're still an individual player. You gotta let people know what motivates you to be the better version of yourself sometimes. Not every time everybody gonna correlate you being motivated by irritation that someone else won MVP as to be a selfish player. You internalize motivation and move it differently. Like you saw Shea won MVP, that irritated you. You wanted to play better game than him, and prove that you was a better player than him. So you had a better game than you usually would. You feel me? You went crazy. What you had 40? That was your 40-ball game. You feel me? Niggas had to let niggas know, like, hey, bro, I gotta step up. He wasn't doing that selfishly, but he had to let niggas know. You feel me? He ain't dropped 40 again since. You feel me? But he had to let niggas know, hey, bro, y'all chose the wrong nigga.
The Thunder's own Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was named the Kia NBA Most Valuable Player.
That's that Chet shit all over again.
You got to use every single emotion you got in you in order to win. And sometimes these emotions is passion, is love for the game. Sometimes it's anger. Sometimes it might even be jealousy.
This is what it means to be the best player in the world. Basically, when everything swings in the other team's direction, you're the difference maker. In Game 7, even this play right here shows exactly how dominant Wemby is. OKC gets a crucial inbound steal on Wemby, and it feels like Wemby himself shaved off a solid 10 seconds simply with this man in the way and them desperately trying to get a shot off. This one possession right here feels like a common theme of this entire series. They don't exactly have the full tracking numbers yet because the series basically went off as I'm recording this video.
As the player.
But throughout the series, they kept showing the on and off numbers for Wemby, and the numbers were absolutely ridiculous.
Damn.
Basically showing how this man's presence dissuaded everyone from coming in the paint and how conscious they were anytime he was on the floor. The plus minus numbers for the series still tell the story pretty well. Wemby for the entire series was like a plus 62. Obviously first.
Everybody on that court looking for Wemby and forgetting about all the other defenders they got on the team. So that was let everybody on the other defensive end for the Spurs work out so great. Because everybody looking for Wemby. Y'all forgetting Dylan Harper got them bitches too. Carter Bryant got them bitches too. Fucking De'Aaron Fox got them bitches too when he wanted to bring it up. You feel me? Stephon Castle got them bitches with all them guards and forwards. Keldon Johnson
last for San Antonio.
They got them
10
bitches.
minutes he played, and essentially the 10 minutes Wemby actually had to sit, and that's how OKC feasted. But also, it was very notable really from game 1 exactly how much better Wemby is than the actual MVP. I get it. OKC was basically down their next best 3 players. J-Dub hasn't been there all year. AJ Mitchell wasn't really healthy throughout the series. And Chet Holmgren, man, we're going to get to him, but he was basically gone.
UAV.
But Wemby
having
these type of coaching type moments in his first ever playoff run, while also leading them in scoring in every single playoff win they had against OKC, while simultaneously being the biggest factor to how dominant that defense was throughout the playoffs and specifically in this series. It is just ridiculous, and it's something that we just can't take for granted. For as dominant as San Antonio is defensively, with the constant on-ball pressure they had from their guards and obviously having Wemby, they still simply couldn't afford for their best player to not be on offensively, especially early. Even with Shea off, and even with OKC being injured, they're still a great team. In the games in which they won in this series, Wemby had to average damn near 20 in the first half. Even when he did that, San Antonio still couldn't create that much separation from that team. But if you notice, in the games in which they lost against OKC, Wemby was quiet in those first halves. And that team, for as great as they are, they simply couldn't afford for their best player to do that because he means that much. And let's be real, for as good as OKC's core is and their overall depth, it just felt like San Antonio had more dogs, especially from their second, third options. Stephon Castle turned the ball over a lot. But the intensity he brought to the series and the dog he plays with and the constant harassment he put on Shea throughout the series, it was crucial. Dylan Harper, in the 3 biggest wins they had, played way bigger than a rookie should have. In game 1 in which they won, Dylan Harper rose to the occasion repeatedly. In that elimination game 6, Dylan Harper had 18 points in 22 minutes. In game 7, he had this huge shot to, at that point, make that lead feel monumental. And meanwhile, what exactly was OKC's at that point make that lead feel monumental? And meanwhile, what exactly was OKC's other high draft picks? What were they doing?
Like, y'all got beef? I'm like, beef? Yeah. We're out there competing, but beef means like when I see you, like we're fighting. You know what I mean? Why do I got beef with him? I honestly don't even know.
You don't like it.
We just play basketball.
Because you won an award over him, that's why. Take that, nigga. That's beef. That beef right there. Bitch ass nigga.
And having words
That's a bitch ass nigga right there if I ever seen it. Another one. Every time you dunk on him. Bitch ass nigga.
Well, AJ Mitchell, even when he was out there, couldn't really dominate in the areas in which he does because, well, that guy was there. And Chet Holmgren, oh my God, this man looked petrified every time Wemby was around. Before Chet Holmgren actually played the Spurs,
right into
he was looking dominant in the playoffs. Against the Lakers and DeAndre Ayton, he basically averaged 20, 10, and 2 blocks.
You feel me?
Up until the Western Conference Finals, Chet arguably had one so-so game. Up until the Western Conference Finals, Chet Holmgren scored under 15 points one time in the entire playoffs.
That's crazy.
He shot the ball under 10 times, twice in the entire playoffs up until he met Wemby.
Man,
they
you
get to
feel
the
me?
Western Conference Finals.
That
and this
nigga
man
started
shoots the
doing
ball
loads.
10 times or more once. Chet made the All-NBA team, and he's obviously a #2 pick. And in the losses against San Antonio in the conference finals, he averaged 6 shots a game. I don't care what the circumstances are, and the fact that they're clearly undermanned throughout the series, the fact that he's 8th on his own team in shots in games they lost is a clear sign of a man that shrunk. Last night, in a game 7 where his best player Shea was literally gassed, he has the 2nd lowest points from an All-NBA player in a game 7. Bro, for the season, not even just the conference finals, I'm not sure if I've seen anyone get emasculated by one man like this. Chet Holmgren averages 16 shots against anybody outside of San Antonio. Against San Antonio, it gets sliced in more than half. It's pretty obvious now, regardless of who wins the NBA championship and who even won last night's game. It's Wemby's league, and he's now the best player in the world. Against this team, Shea was clearly way less effective when he couldn't draw some pretty BS fouls. I'll give him some grace, especially ball handling duty-wise and how undermanned they were, but it just looked different. In Wemby's first playoff run, he just made the NBA Finals. Not only did he do it in his first ever playoff run, he did it against a team that damn near looked historical. And also, regardless of OKC losing, these are going to be the top 2 teams in the West and really the league for years. If you guys like this video, I will drop a video about the NBA Finals pre the NBA.
Shout out Swishout dropping some bangers, cause man, they dropped, man. The Spurs is on a great legendary run. They had a great season as it is too. As much as they tried to push in the media, OKC, even though people try to say small teams, small like media surface teams don't get that much media attention, they was pushing OKC like crazy this past season. So now that they have pushed them and they still lost, this shows that not only is the Spurs got a great future, but they have a great present right now with Wemby. They've been pushing Wemby just as much as they've been pushing OKC. And you feel me? We got some great stories ahead. I'm praying that everybody can stay healthy, that nothing too crazy happen in their career so they can fulfill whatever type of goals they have for themselves in this sport. You feel me? Because I'm excited to watch the game. Wemby be going crazy. I love the way I love the way he plays. I love the way he hoop. I love the passion he has and the heart he has when he plays the game. So when he plays and he carries that out and pushes it off, when he carries that out with his teammates, and you know what I'm saying, he builds chemistry with his teammates, and they just grow from that themselves too. And his teammates are just as great players individually as they is together too. Stephon Castle's a great player. If you watch Stephon Castle when he was in high school, probably high school tapes is cool too, but college tapes is raw as fuck. You watch them now, cold as fuck. Dylan Harper going crazy, like Carter Bryant. Even though you feel me, he had his moments. Carter Bryant still a great player. Justin Chaponi, brother man, I forgot folks that just dropped the dub. You feel me? That everybody on that team be going crazy. Devin Vassell be going crazy. Keldon Johnson be going crazy. That whole team is layered out. They have good players that help build and move around. Like, not even with trade value, just growing with. You feel me? Hopefully they don't have to trade nobody that is key to the way they run their system. You feel me? But with that being said, let me know who your favorite players are in this series and or in the NBA right now. Did they get eliminated? Are you a 1B supporter too? You got the Knicks going? Do you really think the Knicks is going to win this finals for real? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget that notification.